know and inspire.
Welcome to the Deep Dive, where you are right at the center of what we explore. Today, we're diving deep into an idea that, honestly, it radically challenges how we see something so basic: sleep. You've brought us some really fascinating insights from a source called AG Odiju Frichi AG that translates to sleep as a transition to a new reality, the podcast singer. And our mission today, it isn't just about rest. No, it's exploring how those moments around sleep are actually, well, powerful, active chances to shape your future. The source even calls it rebooting your destiny, which is quite a statement. This isn't just meditation talk. It's framed as this really profound active transition.
Absolutely. It's kind of amazing how we usually just dismiss that little window, between being awake and being asleep. We think of it as just downtime, right? The brain switching off. But as these sources really strongly suggest, there's a compelling case, and a very practical one, that this specific sort of in-between state holds huge creative power. It's presented not just as a place to dream, but as a direct path to actively manifest a whole new reality. So yeah, we're going to really dig into this concept, drawing straight from the speaker's own experiences and this concrete ritual they've actually developed.
Okay, let's really unpack this then. The source grabs you straight away with this idea. Quote, "Between waking and sleep, there exists a door, small, quiet, unnoticed."
Mm-hmm.
Now, have you ever noticed that? Maybe those really vivid ideas just as you're drifting off, or that weird moment of stillness when you first wake up before your brain really kicks in. The source says basically that's not an accident, it's significant.
Yeah, and what's fascinating is the specific state it's describing. It's not, full-on logical wakefulness, but it's not deep dreaming either. Neville Goddard, he's a key figure mentioned, someone who really explored imagination as a creative force. He called this the dreamlike state of wakefulness. For anyone not familiar, Goddard taught that our imagination, when felt intensely, is basically the creative power shaping our reality. And the state he talks about, it's a liminal space, a threshold. Your mind's still active, but it's not rigidly in control. Imagination is open. And crucially, resistance. Doubt it's weaker. That's the fertile ground, the source suggests, where you can plant a new reality, like putting a seed in dark soil without all the usual mental weeds choking it.
So this isn't just about trying to chill out before bed. The source is pretty clear. This is a transition. It talks about how to die to the old world and be born in a new one, not through years, but through a night. I mean, that's a powerful statement. It sounds almost revolutionary for our daily lives.
It really is. And it makes you ask, right, why this specific time? Why not, say, lunchtime? The source suggests that in this pre-sleep state, the, let's call it the universe, or maybe your deeper consciousness, doesn't ask all those daytime questions. Do you deserve this? Did you try hard enough? Are you sure? Instead, it just accepts your internal state, your feeling, as reality. And it creates, based on that, it kind of bypasses our usual mental gatekeepers, that inner critic that's so active during the day. It implies this direct line, unfiltered, to whatever creative force responds, not to worthiness, but just to the state you embody. It's a bit like certain meditative states, but naturally occurring every night.
Wow. So if we're constantly second-guessing ourselves all day, this liminal space lets us kind of sneak past the guard at the gate and impress a new reality directly. And just to be clear, when we say manifest, the source isn't talking about just like making a wish list, is it? It's something deeper.
Exactly, not just wishing. The emphasis is all on feeling, on embodying the state of already having what you desire. It's an internal shift first. That shift then shapes the external, not the other way around.
Right, got it. And this next part, this really brings it home for me. It gets really interesting here because the speaker shares this very personal story, a real turning point. They talk about knowing they desperately wanted out of a job that was just draining them. They wanted their own business, a different life, freedom. But during the day, their head was just full of what ifs. Total paralysis, What if it doesn't work out? What if I fail? What if I'm just running away? I think so many of us know that feeling, right? Those thoughts that just freeze you. Your own mind becomes the obstacle.
Oh, absolutely. It's a classic struggle. It perfectly shows how our conscious, analytical mind, which is trying to protect us, ironically can become the biggest hurdle to what we really want. That internal dialogue the speaker had, the doubt, the worst-case scenarios, that's the barrier for so many people. It causes everything to just grind to a halt. Keeps us stuck in the familiar, even if the familiar isn't working.
Exactly. So they remembered this advice from Neville Goddard, which is actually quite simple, but wow, potent. Don't ask, don't wait, live it, and wake up in it.
Yeah.
So instead of asking for the new job, waiting for some sign, trying to figure out every single step logically, they decided to switch gears completely. They decided to sleep as if they'd already quit. as if they were already living that free life, writing, speaking, doing their own thing. It totally bypasses the usual way we approach problems.
Yes. They consciously chose to immerse themselves fully in the feeling of that new reality before sleep. And the details they give are really important here. It wasn't vague. They imagined waking up without an alarm clock, feeling excited, not dread, picturing drinking coffee slowly, sitting at their desk, writing, creating, and really experiencing the feeling of, I am already doing this, not I will do this.
Yeah.
That shift from future hope to present reality in their inner state, that's the absolute key. It tells the subconscious, this is real now.
And the result of really diving into that feeling, the very next morning, their first thought wasn't the usual, ooh, work. It was, I am already free. And just 11 days later, which is incredibly fast, they resigned. Easily. Not with drama or struggle, but like it was just the next logical step, as if it was inevitable, they said. So that story makes it so concrete. For you listening, what is that shift from fear to freedom in 11 days? Tell us about how this works. How does that become a bridge for anyone?
Yeah, that connects the personal story to the bigger idea. The secret, so to speak, isn't about forcing reality with effort. It's about entering it through feeling. The speaker's experience shows that by consistently feeling the desired state as real before sleep, they effectively rewired their inner world. And the source frames sleep itself not just as a break, but as this bridge between worlds. It's a daily chance to align yourself with, to embody what you truly desire.
It's like a daily rebirth almost. When you fall asleep, you die to the old I. When you wake up, you are born into the new. But the key difference, the source says, is most people just sort of drift off, lose consciousness. They wake up in the same old internal loop. But you can actively manage this transition. You can direct where you're going from the inside.
Right. And the analogy they use for this is really powerful. It helps visualize it. During the day, your life is like watching a film. You're mostly a viewer, reacting to what's happening. But just before sleep, that changes. In that in-between space, you become the director. You get to edit the next scene, choose the actor, set the tone, define the ending for your immediate future. Then when you wake up, you're not just watching anymore. You're a participant in an already recorded scene, a scene you directed the night before. It shifts you from being reactive to being, well, proactive in creating your experience.
So to really nail it down, what you live before sleep becomes your morning reality. That completely changes how you think about bedtime, doesn't it? It goes from just passive rest to active creation. Every single night becomes a potential turning point, a reset. That's huge. Okay, so given this pretty amazing idea, the obvious question is, right, how do I actually do that? And this is where the source gives us something really concrete. The transition ritual. This isn't just theory. It's a step-by-step guide they suggest doing every night, especially if you feel stuck or scared or full of doubt.
Yes, and having this actionable framework is so important. It makes it accessible. It breaks down what could feel like a kind of mystical thing into clear, manageable steps. The focus is on intention and really immersing your senses. Makes the abstract feel doable.
Okay, so let's walk through this transition ritual for you. Something you could even try tonight. Step 1, preparation. Takes about 2 minutes. Lie down, lights off, make sure you're comfortable and won't be disturbed. First, state your intention, maybe silently, maybe softly. Today, I am not just falling asleep, I am transitioning into a new reality. Then close your eyes, take 3 slow, deep breaths, really feel the breath. As you breathe out, affirm, I release the day, I accept the night as an opportunity. This isn't just about relaxing, it's about setting the stage mentally, clearing the decks. Step 2. Scene selection. About a minute for this. Now, choose one specific scene from the life you want, not the whole big dream, just one vivid moment that feels good, that feels real.
Right, like the examples they gave. Maybe seeing that yes email pop up, or a really warm hug from someone specific, or looking at your bank balance and just feeling relief, abundance.
Or maybe saying, I am healthy, and feeling actual strength, vitality in your body. The key, absolutely key, is focusing on what you want to feel in that scene. What's the emotional core? Step 3, experiencing living it. This is the main part, maybe 5 or 7 minutes. Now, you step into that scene. You're not watching it. You are the participant. Engage all your senses. What do you actually see, hear? What does your body feel like? Warmth, lightness, peace, joy. What are you saying? What are you thinking in that reality?
And the feeling is everything here.
Yeah.
If it's love, feel the embrace, the connection. If it's money, feel the lightness, the lack of worry, the security. If it's health, feel the energy, the strength, the clarity.
Yeah, don't rush it. Make it detailed. Make it feel real. And while you're in it, repeat internally, I am already this. I am already here. Feel it sink in. Step 4, completion, just about 30 seconds. As you feel yourself starting to drift off, still holding that scene and feeling, affirm one last time, softly or in your mind. I am already living in this reality. I already feel this. Thank you. Then just let yourself fall asleep holding that feeling. The aim isn't to force sleep. Just merge with the feeling as you go. Step 5, morning receiving. Maybe a minute for this. When you wake up, try to resist grabbing your phone straight away. Just lie still for a moment, eyes closed, and ask yourself, what feeling did I bring back from sleep? If it's lightness, confidence, peace, or maybe a trace of the feeling from your scene, even just a hint. Affirm again, I am already this, I am already here. And then start your day from that state, carrying that feeling forward. It anchors it.
It's a really smart structure, this ritual. It deliberately helps you sidestep the rational, often skeptical, conscious mind. It engages the subconscious right when it's most receptive, just before sleep. Makes it prime territory for planting that new reality. And that repetition, I am already this, it really grounds it, helps it become your default state before the day's noise takes over. It's like seeding your future from the inside.
Now, the source also brings up something I bet a lot of you are wondering, okay, but what if I don't fall asleep while I'm doing this? And the answer they give is, well, it's brilliant, actually.
It really is key. It doesn't say, oh no, you failed. It says excellent. Why? Because it is precisely at this moment between waking and sleeping that the magic happens. That's the sweet spot. You've let go of tight control, but you're still aware. Reason is quiet, but imagination is wide open. That is the door. It's not about hitting unconsciousness. It's about being present in that overlap zone. If you're not falling asleep right away, you might be exactly where you need to be.
So it's not about forcing sleep. It's about using the transition itself as the creative space. I love the metaphor they use. Imagine you stand at the threshold. Beyond it, your dream. You knock. You wait. You try to break in. But behind the door, it's you yourself. And you say, you are already here. You just haven't entered. It's such a powerful way of saying the reality isn't out there to get. It's an internal state you just need to step into, to embody.
That's it, precisely. It emphasizes the reality is internal first. You access it, internalize it, embody it. And the speaker backs this up with their own experience, 2 years of doing this ritual consistently. They notice that when they truly live something before sleep, they wake up in it. Maybe not instantly, not like waving a magic wand, but inexorably. Becomes inevitable. Because that internal state has shifted so deeply, the external just has to follow eventually.
Because, as the source wraps it up so simply, the universe cannot be fooled. If you feel free, it is forced to give you freedom. If you feel loved, it is forced to bring love. It's about switching from just passively waiting for things to happen to you to actively living from your desired future now on the inside, on that feeling level, aligning your inner world first. So, what's the big takeaway here? For us, for you listening right now, this whole idea that sleep isn't just biological downtime, but this powerful, active window for creation, for literally rebooting your destiny. It's truly transformative. This deep dive into sleep as a transition to a new reality isn't just interesting theory, it's really an invitation. An invitation to completely rethink your nightly routine, not just as a day ending, but as a deliberate, conscious start for the future you want. It suggests maybe the most potent creative work you do happens when the conscious world is asleep.
Indeed. It really challenges us, doesn't it? To move past just hoping or wishing. To step into active, feeling-based creation using that unique state between wakefulness and sleep. The ultimate message seems to be, you already have the key to that quiet door. You just need to make the conscious choice to turn it, step through, and start inhabiting the reality that's already waiting inside you.
So here's something to maybe take into your evening tonight. What if, the next time you lie down, you didn't just fall asleep? What if you consciously decided to step through that quiet, unnoticed door into the reality you've been dreaming of? What single vivid scene will you choose to live tonight? And what will it feel like to already be there?
Know and inspire. Subscribe and like, because it will be more interesting further.